Hey guys, here is Express Point. She ran a great race last start at Canterbury. A bit blessed, the rain came the morning of the race and we've got a heavy 8, and she's got a great record on heavy tracks, and she sat outside the leader, just couldn't quite put the leader to bed. It was one of the favourites, and actually the favourite sat in behind us, and he knocked us out of second spot, but she ran a really good race again in town. She's ran 11 thirds now. She's won 4 races but 11 thirds. She's such an honest bugger. Just keeps paying away. I'm hoping she can win a midweeker. She's certainly not far off. She's in at the right time of year, and hopefully over the next few weeks we see a bit more rain. There's a race for her on the 2nd coming up. It's over 1200 at Warwick Farm, and she's raced well at Warwick Farm before as well. So it's a 70 grade fillies and mares 1200 on hopefully a wet track. G'day guys, here is a horse called Prince of Mars. He's a Testarossa gelding. We bought him in Western Australia from the Magic Beans over there. Has a really good mare. He's a fantastic little horse to have in stable, aren't you, buddy? Eh? Beautiful Testarossas. They're just such, they're real trainers' horses. You know, we love to have them in the stables. They're easy to ride for the riders, and best of all, they're usually pretty good race horses. This fella's about 2 weeks off a barrier trial now. He's been a later maturing sort of 2-year-old, which is what you get with the Testarossas mainly anyway. But looking forward to see how he goes. He's, like I said, he's got the best temperament. He's, I hope he does come good, because it's he's just got everything going for him, this bloke. He's got the temperament, he's got soundness. He wants to be a racehorse. Shown a bit of ability in a few of the gallops that he's done. He's still learning though. He's a long way off really being a finished product, but at this point in time, we're up to barrier trialling stage, and I'd say, knowing this horse, it'll take a couple of goes at trialling to work it all out. He's a bit of a slow learner, but he picks it up and he remembers, don't you, buddy? Eh? Eh? Just got to show him a few times, but he's going well. So I love the Testarossa breed, and he's having a real good mare, which will help him. Guys, here's a mare called Sizzling Gaze. She went round the other day at Gosford, showed good speed, led him up, but got tired. She had a long spell. Hey, don't be pulling faces. Don't be pulling faces. She's come back from a back injury, and we're hoping we can get a good result from her this preparation. She's, to say, she went round at Gosford today, showed good speed, got very tired late, got bit about 6 lengths, and so on the corner she had them cold, but a condition gave out. We're going to take her down to Canberra next up, the 28th. There's a 1200 metre 55 benchmark race on the Acton track, which is similar to the surface that she works in at track work. She needs it firm underfoot, she hates it wet, so that looked to be a perfect race for her. She's a 57 grade horse. She gets a 2 kilo mares allowance in that race, so she should get in all right down there, and we'll get Jess Taylor, who rode her first stakes winner on the weekend, back on her, and she knows her well. So hopefully we can get a win on her second up. I knew she'd need to run first up. The pressure was on at Gosford. They've got to go quick. Well, every leader had one leading up to her race, and you've got to be rock hard fit to do it at both ends, particularly when you know all the other jockeys are going to be pushing forward as well. So the first 600 was running at a pretty solid tempo, but she's just got tired over the last 100, so hopefully she'll benefit from that run, and we'll see her get to Canberra over 1280 and be very competitive. What do you reckon, girl? Hey guys, here's Vincero. He raced during the week, ran second at Wyong. He won first up, but he ran off the track in the straight for some reason. Went to the trials and did everything right at the trials. It was okay to go to the races again. Did everything right at Wyong, just couldn't quite catch the leader. I thought the last 50 metres was pretty good. So plan now for Vince is to go to Canterbury on the 26th. There's a 1100 metre 3-year-old over 72 grade race. So it's perfect for 3-year-olds. He's a big, strong horse. Still thought he needed the run the other day, just after you saddled him up, saw him in the bird cage, and he just could have done with a little bit more work, but he had only trialled like 6 or 7 days earlier, so he's obviously a horse that does well. So we'll keep the work right up to him going to Canterbury. Yeah, we'll keep the work up, yeah, won't we? Hey, big fella. So hopefully he can get away with probably the last midweek of the year as a 3-year-old. And he's got a big future, this fella, I feel. He's still learning his trade, but you see he's a big horse, well bred, and it's all ahead of him. Nice and low, dig a hole. G'day guys, here is Turbo, one of the favourites in our camp. He's only been in work a couple of weeks now and come in carrying a big belly, didn't you? Hey, you did well while you were out. He's a horse that every preparation he's come back, he just keeps raising the bar, he goes up in his benchmark and he steps up to the plate. So, good little horse when we're taking him interstate, believe it or not. He's a funny little horse around here, he gets beaten in Sydney, but you take him to Brisbane or Moonee Valley, Caulfield, them places, he's right in the money. So, not saying that he likes the trip, I just think that it just goes testament to how strong racing is in Sydney, in particular at the level he has to race at now that he's a 90-odd benchmark horse. It's funny how horses can improve. You know, he's one that's a perfect example. He won his maiden on debut, did a few things wrong at his second start. He actually bought out in the straight and caused interference to the second horse. They protested against us and beat us on protest. He then went on to run 3 more seconds in a row. Went for a spell, came back in, was able to win a midweeker. Went for a spell, came back in, was able to win a Saturday. He's gone right through to winning at listed level, and yet struggled to win his second start. To win 2 races, I should say. Took him a while to win his second race, and now he's won a heap of races. Won about 500,000 in prize money. Not the biggest horse in the world. He's by one of the best stallions, I feel. Anyway, Stratum just keeps throwing good horses year after year. And obviously, poor old Stratum's gone now, but hopefully Turbo can keep the winners ticking along this preparation. He's been in work for a fortnight. He won't trial for about another 6 weeks, but been great in Lewis the stable. Everyone loves him here. Real character. Hey guys, here is Sebring Express. She came back from injury this preparation. She went around at Randwick and slipped when the gates open, pulled a muscle in her back and her shoulder. Had some fair bit of physio to get her right. And it's always the worry when young horses do that, whether they actually come back to form. She's had 2 trials back. Second trial was very good at Randwick, and now she goes off to Gosford this Thursday. She's in a Fillies and Mares benchmark race over 1100 metres. It's a 60 benchmark race. She should be very hard to beat first up off the back of that. So it's good to see her back. We know how good she could be. She's always showed potential. I think now she's 3, or coming on 3. It's all ahead of her. Hey guys, here's Tester Shadow. He's been in work for about a month now. And what are you doing, buddy? We're having a little conversation, join in. He's been in work for, as I said, 33 days. Can you let me talk? And another Tester Rossa. What are you doing? Can you leave me alone so I can talk, please? Yeah, he'll try about 4 weeks' time. We'll probably give him a few starts this preparation, and then we'll probably pull up stumps and head back for the Magic Millions again. What do you reckon, mate? Can you win the Magic Millions again? Another 600 grand? Yep. I hope you do, buddy. He's a lovely horse, as you can see. He's a real gentleman, this fella. Come a long way. He's won $1.2 million in prize money now, haven't you, bud? Been a great horse to his owners and to elite thoroughbreds and to us as well. You know, everyone loves this horse. Don't you? Loves himself too a bit. Don't you? Good boy. So nice to have a stable full like this, I'll tell you. All right, bud. His work this preparation has been really good. He had his first gallop during the week and stretched out really well. Very sound horse, and I think there's plenty more left in him, that's for sure. Just keeps stepping up every preparation. He goes to another level. He actually got beaten by the Doncaster winner, I think the fortnight before the Doncaster. We didn't handle the heavy track at all, but it took him the length of the straight to catch us that day at Rose Hill. So, to say, he stepped it up. He ran second in the Hawkesbury Cup, and you know, if you'd asked me 2-3 years ago, would he be racing at this level, I probably would have thought probably not, but I don't mind him proving me wrong. We'll do it again this prep, eh? Good boy. Okay guys, here's Cosmic Cameo. He's going out to the Water Walker and doing a bit of work out there over the next couple of weeks. Just hasn't seemed to have come up this preparation, so should try something different. The chiropractor look at him, said he had a few issues with his back that we need to address. And keeping a saddle off him is certainly part of that program. So he'll just do 2 weeks at the Water Walker, freshen up, let his muscles and his back settle down. We won't do a lot of work there. He'll also get on the treadmill, go for a trot on the treadmill. And the main thing is just keeping the saddle off his back and a rider off his back for a couple of weeks, just to let everything settle down. He'll get some muscle therapy while he's out there. We've got the physio going out to see him. So he just hasn't quite come up with this preparation, and that's probably why he's not stretching out. Is that like any athlete, you're going to have injuries. We've just got to fix it and get on with it. And you know, he's got the ability to win more races, this fella, but if you're not right, you just don't win. So hopefully we can sort that out over the next few weeks, eh, buddy? Good boy. Okay, guys, here's a filly, a 2-year-old filly by All Too Hard, called All Too Good. She last preparation, she showed plenty of track work and plenty in her trial, but unfortunately the first start she jumped and went straight to the front. I didn't want that to happen. She's got too much speed for her own good, and got out in front and was a sitting duck on a heavy track first start of the race. So we tipped her out. She always works well, with big stride and filly. I really like this breed, the All Too Hard. So I feel that they were always going to be 3-year-old. You're going to see a lot of winners by All Too Hard, I think, over the next month or so. They're good, strong, boned horses, athletes. This filly works. She works unbelievably well. I think she could be a really good filly. It's just a matter of time and getting probably a dry track. Sometimes these big horses need a firm track. So looking forward to seeing what she does this campaign. She'll trial tomorrow at Rose Hill, and then we'll work out where we go from there. Good girl. Okay guys, here's a filly called Meaty Old Gal. She's had a few issues with her knees over her period. She won a few trials and been competitive every time she stepped out in trials, but every time I've gone to race her, she just hasn't been quite right. So we gave her plenty of time. This preparation so far is looking good. We've seen no issues whatsoever. She's a daughter of Northern Meteor, so there's not too many of them around now. She'll be worth plenty as a broodmare down the track if we can win a decent race with her. Got a heap of speed, just got to look after her knees. She's a little bit soft and bones at her knees, and we've given her plenty of time. She's 3 rising 4, and we're looking to trial her in the next fortnight.
Oh,